Hello, good people. It's your guy again from Venster Farm, and today I just want to maybe educate you something about making concrete poles, whereby you don't need to go and buy those concrete poles for like around 15,000 or 1,500 Kenya shillings per pole. Just buy the accessories, including your own wires, that is the D8, buy R6, and then also buy some binding wires and make your own molding. Buy cement and all that. That by making that, it will be very cheap. You'll spend approximately around, I think, 500 shillings per post, 5 to 600 shillings per post. So just want to take you through on how to make this post on your own and save on costing, that is fencing your chambers and all that, fencing your home and all that. So come with me as I show you the process of making concrete posts and what you need to know. Okay, stay tuned. So guys, it starts by making a mold. This is a mold. This is a 7 feet mold, as you can see. So you make the mold in a way that when you fill it concrete, first of all, what happens is you can see. Okay, let's start with making these. So you buy these are the D8s, and this is the Y6, and then the binding wire which binds the R6 across. So making this one ensure that the concrete is strong enough and it's gonna last forever. So you see, this is how you made. These are the D8s. You make them, and then you coil them. That is 7 feet, and then this is 1 feet from this side. So total that is 7 feet, and then you make sure your mold, you do it around 7.5 feet, so that when you are doing you're pressing your metal inside, there is a space, there is a gap, as you can see, comes up to this point. So that means when you're doing this, when you put that there, first you put some you apply some nylon paper down there. Once after you have applied nylon paper down there, then you place this on top. You fill it with some concrete. The ratio of the concrete is 2 wheelbarrows, 1 bag of cement, and I think 1 wheelbarrow of concrete. I'll give you feedback on that. I'm not sure of that. So you fill it up this side the way it is. Once after filling it up, you wait for it to dry. You give it like around 1 hour to 2 hours to dry. Then you open these hinges. You open these hinges like this, and then you remove it like that. You remove the other end. So the symbol is that this molding goes for around 3,000 Kenya shillings. So if you want to do your first things, you can make like 3, because in a day, one mold will make around 5 to 6 posts, depending. So if you want to move faster, you can get 3 of these and then continue making. So once you fill up the concrete over here, then you lock. Ensure this is it's gonna get used with the time. So once you lock that one, when you fill the mold, the concrete, so it's gonna be pressed. So ensure you lock that to ensure that it doesn't destroy the mold. So this is the process. Let's taking you through how they are being made. So you see, you cut this into 7 feet like that. Then you bend a 1 feet like that. So these are several of them. You can see them, and then you make sure that you have the rings. The rings are the R6. These are the rings. Ensure that they're done well, and then after doing that, of course, you can see he's trying to tie the rings. That is trying to tie the D8 together with the rings which are R6. So right there, use the the binding wire to lock. See the process? Hmm? See the process? That is how it is done. So you put several rings to ensure that your post is very strong, and there is the concrete has a very good mixture in a way that those posts are going to last for the next. I think those posts will be forever, like 20 years, 50 years, whenever time you will be on Earth. Hmm? So that is what you do. You can see there is already made skeletons of the same. So that's in the process of making these, ensure that we reach 200 pieces. It's just to ensure that you are, you learn about your farm slowly. Yeah? So you realize that you need water. The next thing is the animals around you are also running after your crop. So you have to make sure that you also fence your crop. Fence your farm to ensure that the animals, wild animals, do not come and hit your crop. So we have taken the move to fence the shambas, especially the areas which are prone to. I border two rivers, and most animals live beside the river, live near the rivers. There are some caves inside there and all that. So along the river, we're going to fence just to ensure that we protect the farm and ensure that everything is good and okay. So I just wanted to show you, take you the process of making these molds to be strong enough and to last forever. And make sure your mold, is strong enough. It's built with a very good metal, because the worst part with concrete, it's crazy. It eats up the metal. So with time, the mold is rusting and all that. So yeah, I'm even sure this mold is not going to last forever. Within the first second year, because the beautiful part with having this mold is that after you can always make your own post. Instead, you need to fence there. You need to fence 50 by 100. You make your mold. You make your post. You still have the mold. You just buy the metals. That is the D8, the R6, and the binding wire. Hmm? Your neighbor wants to build his own mold. He comes and hires them from you at 100 shillings a day. So I did the calculations of hiring this thing for 100 shillings a day, making 200 posts, and in a day you're making 6 posts. So you can do the calculation of what is going to happen. Huh? This guy you'll end up spending like around close to 50,000 hiring these molds instead of just spending 3,000. Get yours, get the metal, let everything be built at your own convenience. Good morning, good people. It's a guy from Benz again. I just wanted to give you a continuation of the post we were molding. That is the fence post. So we did buy the D8, the R6, and the binding cable. I showed you how you build the skeleton, so that at least the post can be firm enough. So right now we are doing now we are putting them on the mold, do the mix up of the concrete, the dust, the sand, and the cement. So I just want to take you through on the progress and how we are building, and yeah, just to it's a cheap way of building, making your own fence instead of buying your posts, instead of yeah doing some expensive structures and all that. So take you back. So right here is a post which has already been done. So you can see how smooth, how clean it is. So in the seat. So basically what happened is this area is flattened and then some sand put down. That is to avoid mixing the red soil and the concrete posts. So the other thing is get this. This is the mold, as you can see. You can see this is the mold. This right here is the mold. You remember the lock I was telling you to do, eh? This lock. So this is the other hinges, the other side. So what's gonna happen is we're just waiting for it to dry up. Then we pull this out. We also pull this other side out, eh? And then slowly move it apart. So before you put the slab in, so you need to ensure that you have put some oil at the walls of this, the inner hole of this, up to that side, the inner hole of this side. That is just to ensure that wherever you're pulling out the post doesn't, the concrete doesn't get stuck on the walls. And then you bring a very smooth stuff like this. That is the main aim of putting the oil. It's just used engine oil, but that's what you use. So give this around 30 minutes for it to dry up and settle well before you pull out. So I'll show you how the mold is pulled out, and then we're going to put the skeleton inside and fill another slab with you guys. So let's wait. Hold on. Stay tuned. So how you know before you start removing the molds? How you know is it starts drying up. So you see the wetness, the water is gone. So it depends on the weather, whether there is a lot of sun. I know right now it's cold. So you wait. I give it like around 10 minutes, 10 to 20 minutes, depending on the temperatures on your side. So when it dries out, the water, you can't see the wetness anymore. That's now when you start removing the mold. So like now we are about to start removing. So we're going to go through as we remove the mold. So this is how we remove. You remove that part. So you also pull out the other part like that. You unlock this part. And then use some metal to pull the molds out. The other side, some metal, pull the mold out like that. So you can see, guys, it's starting loosening up. The mold is starting loosening up from the metal. So you see, you pull it out slowly, like that. So you see the oil I was talking about. So this is the oil. So this oil ensures that the concrete doesn't get stuck on the walls of the mold. So it's done smoothly like that. And then you pull it out slowly. So you prepare it, you lock it again for the next. So you need to just to make sure your posts are very, very smooth. So it's just smoothening the walls, also to ensure that they are very smooth. So like that. So in a day you can do like 10 posts depending on labor force. So you can see what is happening. So within 30 minutes we have done 2 of them. So you can go at your own pace and get this post. So curing stage, we're going to water the post every morning and every evening, just to ensure that they cure correctly and they cure in a good way. And the best part is don't do it on a direct sunlight. Let's do it in under the shed. So you can see the oil is being applied. So after you do that, you also apply the oil. So you just use a cloth.
Yeah, what?
So you need to ensure that you have applied the oil everywhere. This is the expert of making the molds. He's just training my guy on how to make the molds. So I just wanted my guy to do the next post on himself just to see whether he's capable of doing it. Then if he's not capable, we just give it. So that's how you slot in the skeleton. So the skeleton, see it's been slotted in.
What is it?
It's been slotted. So my guy's been trained. There was this kind of training, but you'll be trained by looking. Was it a friend sheep or what was it? Can't remember. That's what guys were used to be. How guys used to be trained a long time ago. Slot it in, and then you now start pouring the concrete. So you need to ensure that the concrete is mixed very well. And the ratio of the concrete is half a bag of cement plus one wheelbarrow of the rate is honest. The rate is what? 1 bag of cement.
Two wheelbarrows.
2 wheelbarrows of sand.
Yes.
And the dust?
That's 1.5.
1.5. So guys, you have had is 1 bag of cement, 2 wheelbarrows of sand, and 1.5 of the dust. So this is what so it's been poured. That's how you pour it. So you need to ensure that you shake like that so that the slab can go down. I know the big companies uses vibrators, whereby maybe they place this thing in a, or they place a vibrator on top there.
Vibrator plate.
Yeah, how they put a vibrator plate, as I'm being corrected. So that's how you do it. So here we are shaking it manually, like that. You have to pour sand through, out. I mean the concrete. Pour it out. I mean fill up the mold, like that. No kumeneja. Kila mundu amani hapo. So just talking in English, talking in our natives. Nobody's it's born knowing everything. You go to learn. So my guy is learning how to do it. Yeah. Yeah. So guys, so I don't want to waste your time in watching the content, but at least you have an idea of how these things are done. Yeah. So what happens is you have to ensure that the slab fills up the mold well. And then after that you saw that we wait until it dried. So of course it's gonna be watery like this. So you flatten out top here and you wait until it dries up. So that's it. That's how to make these concretes. It's just that easy, and you have saved a lot of costs. And this mold is going to be used for the next 5 or 10 years. So that's how we do it. So guys, at least you have an idea of how to make these posts. So in a day, I think we're going to make around 15 posts today. Always share. Please don't make sure that you don't get out of this video without pressing that subscription button. Make sure that you share. Make sure that you share with your friends. You press that notification button. We are here to learn as farmers, and let's feed the nation. Thank you.